The quarter dollar is a United States coin worth 25 cents. It has been produced on and off since 1796 and consistently since 1831. From its inception until 1964, the denomination was issued in silver. It underwent several design changes, including finally the silver Washington quarter, 1932 to 1964, featuring the first president of the United States on the obverse and the American eagle clutching a bunch of arrows on the reverse. Initially meant as a one-year design to commemorate 200 years since the birth of George Washington in 1932, the obverse became the definitive design for the denomination and has been used ever since. The reverse was issued in this form until 1998, after which time the series of state quarters circulating commemoratives started being issued instead. The 50 State Quarters program was a 10-year initiative started to support a new generation of coin collectors, and it became the most successful numismatic program in history, with roughly half of the U.S. population collecting the coins, either in a casual manner or as a serious pursuit. Between 1999 and 2008, the United States Mint issued 5 different state quarters every year, each dedicated to one of the U.S. states, in the order of their entrance into statehood. In order to accommodate the reverse designs better, some of the wording which was previously on the reverse was transferred to the obverse. This was done by Mint sculptor engrave William Cousins, whose initials were added to those of the original designer John Flanagan on the truncation of George Washington's neck. The Nevada quarter is the 36th coin released in the 50 State Quarters program and the first for 2006. It was released on January 31, 2006. Nevada, admitted into the Union on October 31, 1864, themed the coin the Silver State. Nevada State quarter dollars issued in 2006 have now been in circulation for 18 years. Obverse. At its center, the obverse of the coin shows the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, 1789 to 1797, facing left. He has long hair, tied below the neck with a ribbon. The designer's initials JF are in relief on the neck truncation, followed by those of the engraver, WC, for William Cousins. To the left of the portrait, the inscription Liberty. On 3 lines to the right, the motto In God We Trust. Around above, the legend United States of America. Around below, the value and denomination in words, quarter dollar. The mint mark is a small letter behind George Washington's neck. Mint marks this year are D, P, or S for Denver Mint, Philadelphia Mint or San Francisco Mint respectively. The reverse of this coin depicts a beautiful design of stampeding stallions. There are 3 horses total shown on the coin. 2 of the horses are running towards the viewer, while another stands in the background looking towards the sky. Mountains grace the background as the sun appears from behind them. To either side of the coin, there is a wreath of flowers that extends for 50% of the height of the coin. Below the horses is a small banner with the state motto, the Silver State. The Mustangs shown on the coin represent the state's large population of wild horses. The mountains in the background as topped with snow, however it is difficult to see. The motto refers to the state's plentiful silver or mines. Designs for this coin varied greatly. Daniel Carr, who had designed numerous other coins that were never accepted, designed a motif showing a train, poker cards, and a coin from the Carson City Mint. However, the Mint decided to take the coin in a different direction instead of showing those items. In 2004, Nevada State Treasurer Brian Kalicki was given the task of coming up with the design to grace the coin. He created a panel that consisted of a numismatist and several other people. Nevada had a long history in several different facets, so it was hard for the committee to choose just one item to show. None of the art or concepts that the committee developed was acceptable to the Mint. Eventually, residents decided that they wanted a design called Morning in Nevada that would show wild Mustangs running in the sunrise. As usual, when the final decisions on the coin came, the committee didn't listen to any of the concerns or ideas that the citizens had. The committee tried every design they could, including one that featured a ram in the Sierra Nevada mountains. But, the final coin was ramless and actually did have the citizens' choice of the wild Mustangs represented. This goes to show that sometimes what the people want is the best option. This was the 36th coin released in the statehood quarters program. The reverse text of the coin reads, Nevada 1864, the Silver State, 2006, e pluribus unum. All of the statehood quarters were clad, meaning that they were 75 to 80% copper, and the rest was composed of nickel. The core of the coins were solid copper. These coins, however, were produced in silver for special silver-proof sets. The coins minted in included Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Varieties on the 2006 Nevada State Quarter. This coin, designed by John Flanagan and Don Everhart, was produced in a silver variety as part of proof sets. There were a total of 1,585,008 silver coins produced for this series. They are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The average price of the single silver coin ranges from $5 to $10, depending on the grade. The easy indicator to determine if your coin is silver is by the mint mark. The silver quarters will have an S mint mark, rather than a P or D. In addition to the silver quarters, Late Night TV began selling gold-plated state quarters in an attempt to con viewers into thinking that the coin would be worth a lot more. Unfortunately, the amount of gold that it takes to plate a quarter is very insignificant, and these gold-plated quarters have no value in the collector community.